Hey, good morning from California. Let me turn the light on here. 1 second. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Hey, that's better. Good morning from California. So people have been asking about something, and before I get to today's video update, I am going to do a video later today about using NeuronWriter in its current design and tools, and how to create an account using NeuronWriter with ZimmWriter. So I will be doing that video today. I will be placing that on YouTube, and when the new interface for NeuronWriter gets released, I believe the 21st, so 10 days from now, with the new tools and everything else, I will do a new video on that process. So for today's video, this is really kind of exciting. So people saw that I was posting and doing some visualization techniques with data. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. So I have this folder on my desktop called Data Casey. I've already got some my prompts laid out here that I use, and I'll show you that. Now, to do that visualization for semantics and just to get some better data, we're going to do two processes here. One, we're going to go to your Google Search Console, and I'm going to do this for the Master Course Review site, since that's what we're talking about. And we're going to go to let's see, let me close this up. We're going to go to Full Report, Export, and we're going to download CSV. Awesome. And then we're going to go to Google Analytics, and we're going to go to our report snapshot, and we're going to go to this little share report up here on the upper right, and download file, and then again, download CSV. Awesome. All those are done. We can minimize that. We're going to take this. We're going to take dates, pages, queries, and search appearance. Copy those over here. And then I just download that. Oh, but it's by type. Gosh darn it. There we go. Then we're going to copy that data export file. Paste that in there as well. Okay. So we have our data export. We have all our good stuff from Google Analytics and Google Search Console. Okay. Now, this is done with the free paid chat GPT option here. And we're going to use the two things here. I use these plugins for a couple reasons. Show me diagrams and web pilot. SEO assistant, don't really care about all that stuff right now. We can turn that off. Oh no, I take that back. We do it with Code Interpreter. Apologize. And then, so we're going to get our data export. That's the main one. And we're going to get our queries, pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's those 5. So let's use this. I'm going to show you. Here's my prompt. First of all, I'm going to say attached 5 files and describe what each is about. Oh, hi, pretty girl. My cute cat's over here. And you can see what this is doing here. This is creating a Python script to run this through. So it's bringing in pandas, and what that is a virtual environment. What else is it doing? Reading those, trying to sample, sample. Cool. Wonderful. So I'm going to take this query. So I'm going to do, first I'm going to do something called LDA, directal allocation or something like that. Anyways, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it analyze this data with this. And I'll put in this query I already have here. So using the attached 5 files, use topic modeling, right? And it's going to work. It may be able to do it, it won't, but you'll see what happens. It has to redo the query multiple times. And there's all sorts of things it can and can't do as far as with the data. It tries to program things. It doesn't have access to certain libraries, so it will fail a couple of occasions. Again, you can see what this is doing. NTLK, I don't think it can run that. Or at least not all the aspects of NTLK. Ginsum, same thing. That's cool. Here's our word list, our corpus. And so it's going to, I think it's probably going to remove stop words and stuff like that. So, yeah, here we go. It can't access certain things like that. So it's going to try, and we'll say yes. Although the code interpreter is really, really powerful, and you can do a lot with it, it does have some limitations. So if you're a programmer or something like that, you can, it's got to find this other alternative way to do things, and it's not always the best way. Oh, it's still working. That's the one thing I don't like about this sometimes. So we go out, go back in, because it's still thinking it's regenerating from the last time. So here we go. There it goes, running again. So we're going to manually move some stop words. Not too bad. Once this is done, it'll go through, see what we can do. So while this is running, what other types of videos would you like to see? What complications are you having applying your ZimmWriter data? Or where is your limitation? Tell me what your brick wall is. Let's try and find a solution together. Leave your comment down below. Please like, share, subscribe, where all whatever those things are. And yeah, I forget to do those plugs and all that good stuff. All right, it's running Ginsum. Cool. Running the LDA aspect. Nice. So, gotta redo it. Forgot to define punctuation set and exclude. All right. By the way, got some great Starbucks this morning. The staff there are so kind to me and so amazing, so wonderful. Love, it was Girls' Day there. It was a house full of all of our favorite staff, and we pull up, hi, Casey, and it's great. I love it. So you can see this can be quite time consuming. If you've got large data sets, especially like multi-year stuff, it's really cool some of the stuff that you can visualize and see and work through. I'm doing some experimentation right now, and I'll get into some of those things at some point because I know everyone's trying to do their keyword research and find those other semantic terms that are in closer relationship with those word weightings. Look into Wordnet. I think it was developed by maybe Stanford or something like that originally. And here we go. So this is part one. It's starting to pull some of this stuff together. And I'll go through this one in a minute. But look into using tools like Wordnet. It's really the semantic analysis. It's a catalog or dictionary per se. And so if you look up a word like cat or dog, let's choose dog. And it will show the adjectives, verbs, nouns, all the different usage of the word, and give you, and then you can put a secondary word, and it will show you how to get to there. How are those concepts related? What are the intersections? Okay, so now let's do now where was that prompt at again? And we're going to clean that up and use it again. Here we go. The attached 5 files. I like doing that every single time just so can't screw up. So here's what we've gotten so far. Here's the topics that are identified, okay? So these are the main topics that have been covered in that data set. NeuronWriter, Google, Ngrams, SEO, lifetime. Interesting, it pulls up lifetime because it's used so much for using about the lifetime deal when talking about either lifetime access to the course site or lifetime access deals for different affiliate programs I have listed on my website. Especially with this is all data from the ZimmWriter training course site. So you'll have lifetime deals for ZimmWriter. So these are some important things that are being picked up here. Now let's go to the next thing. Using the attached file. Let's see. Measure the distance. See, we've already done that. So it already knows it already did that stuff. So I don't think it should. See, there we go. Document using the LDA model we previously built. So that works perfect. So now we can see what it's doing. Now I got another cat rubbing up on my legs, Odie. I'm not if you get into this and you understand what these terms, these letters are representing certain ideas and concepts within math or all that. So this has to do with linguistics and the weights and measurements and weights of things. Paste. So I'm doing this in an order to pull up all this data first before trying to do some visualization stuff. What would be would demonstrate be the right word? So I'm trying to create this matrix. Give me a second. Using the attached 5 files, demonstrate, no, plot. Let's try plot. Plot the nons. So TF-IDF, you know, if you don't know what that is, it's the term frequency and inverse, term frequency and inverse, I got it written here, let me find it, inverse document frequency, yeah. Talk about it's a real thing or a not real thing. Google says it's not a real thing, but we can still measure it. They say they don't use it in its measuring and stuff like that, and they may not. But it's still a great way to measure word usage and stuff like that. All right. Okay, there's number one. I did this out of order. I meant to tell it to perform. Using shit. Back of the copy. Let's see. Using attached 5 files. Perform an LSA analysis. Does it have any merit, meaning? Who knows? We figure it out, let it pull up some stuff. It's still just pulling different types of data in. Doesn't really matter. In the end, all we're going to do is have it plot out and map some stuff and go from there. What else do we have going on? Kind of wish it would label the topics in here, you know. I'm sure I could work on a prompt that would do that. I haven't experimented too much, and I just use this for visualization. And I'm using this just to kind of show things like, wow, what am I really covering? Is this website? So here's something interesting. So a client website, is this what this website's really talking about? I mean, sure, we're talking about focused terms, but there should be a prevalent of focused terms that are industry related to that concept. And so it's a great way to visualize and see if that's being done. We've already done this. The TF-IDF, it did it in the past, you see, so we don't need to do something like that again. Now, perform, we're going to do a PCA, which is a principal component analysis. I already did that. I didn't mean to. I'm going to stop generating that. I think it already did a T. We can do that anyways. But I think it already did that. I will say visualize. There's an error generating response. I don't like it. Well, GPT-4 is still processing something in the background. That last prompt I put in which we don't need because I already did that analysis before. But now I'm just trying to see if it can visualize it. And so that's what's pretty cool about some of these tools. You can experiment and see what it can come up with. So, but this is how I did the visualization. Of course, now they're all gone because it's, you know, I reset it. But that's how the visualization stuff is done. Anyhow, you guys have a great morning. In about an hour, I'm going to get back on here and start recording that video for demonstrating one way, maybe two ways to use NeuronWriter and ZimmWriter in combination to create those really awesome articles. Anyhow, I appreciate you all hanging out with me this morning. And remember, I will have that new video on here today. And it will be available on YouTube. I will not be placing it on the course site because I will do a different one specifically with the new interface and the new tools and stuff like that. So thanks again, everyone. Like, share, subscribe, follow. Again, put those suggestions down below. It's basically the community that is feeding what I do. And it's your feedback. It's the issues and things that people have in the groups. And the one-on-ones, I really appreciate that. I've made such wonderful friends. So thank you very much for taking the time.